Good morning all. Happy Friday. Let's see if I can find out exactly how much sleep I got according to my watch. 4 hours and 49 minutes over a 12-hour period. That should tell you how great my night went. Ilsa? What happened? Did someone wake up a lot and do lots of crying? He's still adjusting to our new routine. So even though I'm used to poor sleep, this is a whole different level of bad sleep. But I know in my head, not so much Mark, that it will be the best thing in the long run. Anyway, as they say, desperate times call for desperate measures. I made camomile gummies because I'm honestly willing to try anything at this point. I was having a very good and long conversation with my mother-in-law yesterday. We were accidentally on the phone for over 2 hours, discussing everything in life, but especially discussing that little man who lacked of sleep. And she was asking me, she's like, well, can you try this? Can you do this? I was like, I want to try and keep it as natural as possible. I don't like, it's not a new thing. This is his whole life. He's just been horrible at sleep. And then I had the idea for these. They don't come out of the mold as nicely because they're much, as you can see, much softer than my usual ones. But I'm hoping that these make a difference in his sleep. ChatGPT and I came up with the recipe. I'm sure there's ones out there. I couldn't find them, nor actually I really didn't look that hard. ChatGPT and I had a good old chat about it and came up with this. And it is literally chamomile, gelatin, and a touch of vanilla to make it more palatable. Because honestly, I even struggle with straight chamomile. Tastes like chamomile. So yeah, I'm gonna try these for a few nights. See how they go. You know, ChatGPT said that the mixture of chamomile and vanilla kind of tastes like pudding. I'm getting it. The aftertaste is very puddingy. But the issue is now that Charlie's seen them, he's gonna want them during the day. And I don't really want to create the standard of just having them at every nap, because apparently he doesn't need them at every nap. Just at nighttime naps. Whoa, this one just split in half. I might increase the gelatin content because this is chaos. But anyway, that's what I did last night at 9 o'clock before, oh my goodness, it's just falling apart. Before he woke me up for the umpteenth time, or before he woke up for the umpteenth time, I should say. Anyway, I'm sure I can tell you next week how well it worked or didn't work, or, you know, how mad we went. I honestly will probably try having some, just to see what it's like. Anyway, this is the point that I've got to. Desperation, sleep fatigue, all of the above. I also this morning been making sourdough because Tim ate most of my loaf last week. I've decided for the first time that I'm going to make a sweet loaf as well, so I'm doing 2 multigrain. Also going to take one to my mother tomorrow. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mother. And then I'm making a blueberry lemon loaf, which I'm excited about because I don't like things too sweet, and blueberry and lemon is that tartness that I think is going to be quite enjoyable. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh my goodness, look at you. He's a monster. A beautiful monster, but a monster nonetheless. Nana. I got so many balls up in the air right now. It kind of hurts my head. I've also got a half-finished pie in the fridge I've got to deal with. I've got these soaking because I'm adding oats for the first time to my multigrain loaf. And that needs to soak apparently, or should be. You can work around it. You can always, there's always ways to make things work in sourdough, but I'm just soaking it. The reality is baking is much easier when it's a science. But people also baked for a long time before there were such things as digital scales and consistent teaspoon, tablespoon measurements. Like, I'll figure it out. That's where we're at this morning. This is what my life is. Future Hannah, I hope you're sleeping better. Anyway, we'll chat to you later. Hello all. It is like 2:30. Charlie and I went down for a rest because last night was horrible. And I woke up before him to extreme heat. And the house battery at 100% because the sun was so hot. And so I got up, ran out, tried not to wake the boy, kind of worked. Ran out, put all the air cons on, tried to use electricity so it wasn't all just going back to the grid, put on washing, and then 10 minutes later, and then like an hour later, look at this, clouds. It's definitely gonna rain. So I just then ran out, got all my washing off the line, and I'm starting to prepare for a long night of rain. Hi! Charlie's meant to be eating his food, but it's all up the ground. Who did that? I have my suspicions. Anyway, I feel a lot better since I slept. This morning, before I slept, I was able to get 3 loaves of sourdough done. We've got hold on, let me show you. 1 multigrain, 2 multigrain, 3, first time ever. That is a lemon and blueberry loaf. Y'all, sometimes I'm just not so sad that I catch these things on camera. Anyway, I'm not sure how the lemon loaf is going to turn out, the lemon blueberry loaf. I've never made one before, and it was because I used frozen berries. I coated them in flour to make sure they didn't just run and dye the whole thing purple, but they were still quite cold, so I think it might have just tightened some of the gluten strands. It's struggling to fill the container, but we'll see. I'm trying to prepare as much as possible for tomorrow because today is my mum's birthday. Tomorrow we're going to go visit her, and I told her on a whim that I'd make a lemon meringue pie because my mum used to make apparently the best lemon meringue pie that I never got to try growing up because very smartly the adults in my life told me it had alcohol in it, and so kids weren't allowed it. And I was like, dang, I can't wait till I'm an adult so I can have lemon meringue pie. Now I am the adult, so I get to make it. But you can't have it, Charlie, because there's alcohol in it. Anyway, so I told her to do that. I'd do that on a whim. Didn't think about the fact I've got to drive it 2 hours out there. I've also got to get her gift on the way, like collect it. So it's going to be sitting in a hot car. I also told her another time on a whim that I'd bring her sourdough, hence the 2 loaves of multigrain. This is all with Tim staying at home because we've got that meat delivery. I think he talked about that yesterday. I've got to wrangle the boy, sourdough, cooling, a pie that can't change temperature or the meringue will weep, picking up presents. And I'm also visiting both parents, my mum's house and then my dad's house. So it's going to be fun. So I'm just trying to prepare as much as possible. I have already in advance cooked the pie crust. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I did that. Because I'm trying to think ahead. I was totally right. Look, it's just started raining. Oh, I love being vindicated. Look at that. Oh, I'm getting wet. Also, I don't know if you can hear that sound in the background. That is our neighbour who's just started mowing, so good luck to them. Sometimes the best wins as adults is just when you get the washing off the line before it rains. Anyway, I should tidy my son up after his floor buffet. And yeah, we'll chat to you next time. Bye! I don't know if you can see on camera, but that little lob of brown, it's actually a little hare. It's laying out in the paddock in the rain eating grass. I don't know if it's stuck and doesn't want to go anywhere because of the rain. But it's really cute. It's a little nibbling. I can't get it from any other angle because either the tree blocks it or the pergola blocks it, and I'm not going out in the rain just for that. It's so cute though. What do you think, Charlie? Why are you eating Dad's shoe? This is gross. The rain's coming down quite aggressively now, and so I'm using the opportunity to do my laundry with a beautiful view. It keeps the boy busy because he's excited by all the water. What are you doing? What are you doing? Honestly, there are truly worse ways to spend a Friday afternoon. My best little helper over here, making sure the place is clean. Honestly, he's just been taking this room for walks around the table, into the kitchen, past the dog. Utter chaos monkey, aren't you? Are you wet? Tally, leave it. It's wet. Don't do it. It's wet.